Welcome, friends, to the channel Classy Frugality. My name is Tanya, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Well, the mornings in my area are getting cooler. All the fall decorations are out in the stores, and for me personally, it's an exciting time of year. My favorite time of year is fall. I feel better during the fall when it starts getting cooler, like physically better. I love the colors. I love the different foods like the caramel apples. I like everything. I like everything about fall. So I always try to hold myself off until at least September 1st before I start decorating. So that's what I did this year. I save things year to year. I very rarely buy anything new to add to my decor. I thought today, on today's video, I would share with you 7 ways to decorate for autumn on a budget. Let's go ahead and get started. So here are 7 ways to decorate on a budget for autumn. Number 1, DIY and homemade. Check out these candy corn that I have displayed on top of my mantle. These were literally cut from scrap boards that Prentice had brought home. I believe it was from a pallet. In fact, yes, I know it was, because here are some of the rustic little nail holes. I wanted these left in here. I wanted this piece because I like stuff like that. He cut these into triangles for me, and then I just got some 50-cent bottles of craft paint, just acrylic paint, and just quickly painted all these. Nothing perfect, rustic. I just incorporate that into existing decor, and there you go. Number 2, check thrift stores. Now, I had plenty of those little candy corns that I made, but check out this little basket. I found this basket at the thrift store the other day. I sprayed it out really well with some bleach cleaner, water. I let it dry, and look how cute, holding those candy corn. And Kathy, if you're watching, I'm sure you recognize the owl that I put into a picture frame that I got for free. My mother gave it to me. I just love the way this little display turned out. Number 3, dollar items. There are still dollar items to be had from Dollar General, from Walmart, and, well, we'll say $1.25 items from Dollar Tree as well. But I just love these cute little things. These actually came from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. They were still $1 when I purchased them, but I store things in a way that they can stay pretty and last for a long time. That way I can use them over and over. Here's another cute little sign that I had gotten at the Dollar Tree, and I just thought it was so cute. It's a good substantial size actually for $1. Actually, I think I paid $1.25 for this, but it was substantially sized for that price, I felt like. So I personally found it to be worth $1.25. Just goes well with everything. I try not to put up anything that specifically mentions Halloween or specifically mentions Thanksgiving. I just prefer a general overall autumn theme, and that's what this says to me. Number 4, reinvent existing decor. So I had these cups up in the cabinet. I also had this little silver tray as part of my decoration. This was formerly in the dining room, this table runner. I don't know if you can see that very well on camera. I took those things and brought those out and made sort of a seasonal display. I found this little placemat at the thrift store for $0.25. So I thought it pulled all together for a nice little autumn display for the coffee table. Also, in the spirit of reinventing existing decor, I already had this flower vase out with silk flowers in it, so I just took a couple of the autumn leaf silk flowers and I just stuck it down in there with it, and I think it turned out cute. Number 5, keep a seasonal tree. So this is a 4-foot tree that I got for $5 about 3 years ago at Dollar Tree. After I put it up one Christmas, decided to keep it up and decorate it for the different seasons. If you watch my videos, you've probably seen it decorated for other seasons. The leaves on this tree were just some leaves that I had found in a package at Hobby Lobby well after the fall season was over. So they were 90% off. I believe I probably gave, I don't know, 5 or 10 cents for that package of leaves. But I've just got them laid in the branches. I've got the same little cloth garland around that I had for my 4th of July / summertime decor. That fit well with that too, since it's red. So I just kept that on there. All that garland is literally an old pair of pants that I ripped into strips and tied together. It just gives it a rusted look. At the top is a scarecrow that was part of a package of scarecrows that were 2 for $1, and then just some silk autumn leaves stuck down in the top. This is so much fun to decorate seasonally. I love to keep it up. Tip number 6, repurpose. Repurpose. This throw that you see on the back of my couch, yes, it has beautiful autumn colors in it. It has the brown, it has the yellow, it has orange and a little bit of blue, along with the cream. It's so cozy looking. But do you know, this is not actually a throw for a couch. This was a scarf that I found for $1.25 at a local store that we have called Mighty Dollar. Look around your house. Think of existing things that you might have that you can repurpose into fall decor. Also, in the spirit of repurposing, check out these cute little ice cream bowls. I actually found these for 40 cents a box last year at a local store called Bill's. It came with a set of 4 ice cream bowls, so I bought several sets. I've given some as gifts. I kept a few. I just thought they were so cute. And the reason that I brought them in here with my other stuff is because I think they look like candy corn. So that's what I've been using them for. I've only gotten them out for the fall season. So that's just one more way of repurposing existing household items, trying to think of ways that you could use things in other ways without spending money. Finally, number 7, use natural materials. Now, what you see here in these baskets, which by the way, I got the baskets from the thrift store, are the products of my own garden. I have 2 butternut squash here. I have some yellow summer squash and a zucchini. Look how beautiful they look, doubling as decor. Now, when I've decided to cook them, this is the last that's left. I'll have to replace it with something. But in the meantime, they look so nice. I have also this, the thing that I have around the candles. I can't place the name of it, but my mother gave me that, and I just love the way that looks. It's reversible. It has turkeys and stuff on the other side. So when it gets closer to Thanksgiving, I can just flip it over. Now, as far as natural materials, in the past, I have gathered up acorns and just put them in clear jars. You could even use jars that you have already saved. You could put acorns in there. You could tie a piece of twine around the jar. You could, I don't know, stick a candle in there. Obviously not making it a fire hazard, but for decor. There are all kinds of things you can do. I have used bundles of branches to make a branch bouquet. I have gathered up pretty colored leaves and just filled a bowl with leaves. There are all kinds of things you can do as far as natural materials are concerned. The best thing about natural materials is that they're free. So I hope this gives you some ideas, and happy fall, happy decorating. Well, I hope you enjoyed some of those ideas and that has inspired you to do some decorating, some DIY, whatever it takes. Bring some fall joy into your own home. It doesn't take that much money. Speaking of the garden and natural items, though, I found quite a surprise a couple days ago. Went into my garden, thought my tomatoes were all done for. It was looking pretty sad. I found one nice ripe tomato. Let's get into the kitchen now. I am going to make myself some lunch. We're going to have an old-fashioned tomato sandwich. So what a pleasant surprise it was to find this tomato. You can see it's still just a tiny bit green at the top, but that doesn't bother me. I'm going to cut that part off anyway, and I'll put that in my scrap bag. But let's go ahead and slice into this delicious tomato and just make a simple old-fashioned tomato sandwich. I will enjoy that with some good cold water and maybe some chips. So my garden has, I think, pretty much done what it's going to do right now. It's pretty much done for. It is so hot here in Kentucky, and I think we're actually in a drought. See, I'm not throwing this away. I'm going to put this in my vegetable scrap bag, and I will use that to make some broth. Anyway, I was so pleased. Look at that. So pleased to find this. And I don't know if y'all have ever had a tomato sandwich, but to me it is perfect with just a freshly sliced tomato, just some white bread, and a little bit of mayonnaise. You could put a piece of cheese on there if you want to. If you had some lettuce, you could put lettuce on there too. But I tend to like these just with tomato and mayonnaise. So I'm pretty hungry, so I decided to make 2 sandwiches. And I'm not normally a big mayonnaise person. I didn't used to be anyway, but you can see I've slathered that on there pretty thick. And this is a very frugal meal because the tomato came out of my garden. The bread, It was an 89-cent reduced loaf of bread from Kroger. So, I don't know. This costs literally pennies. Just gonna layer these on one of the pieces of bread. Ooh. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 slices for this one. Looks like I'm gonna tear that in half because I can't stand the thoughts of 3 on one and 4 on the other. I'm weird. Okay. Now, oh, it looks good. Okay, let's have some lunch. Lunch is ready, and I'm gonna show you my plate because it looks good. So I have my 2 tomato sandwiches here, and I have half a bag of those Harvest Snap Peas, whatever that snack was. I got them at Kroger. They were on sale for 99 cents a bag. So this is half the bag. So this is like 50 cents worth of these things. So 50 cents for these. I don't know. Let's say 20 cents. We'll be super generous and say 20 cents, but I don't feel like these 4 pieces of bread were 20 cents. I think it's a little less, but whatever. Tax, slather of mayonnaise, 20 cents. So this is 70 cents for this lunch. With this, I am drinking a sparkling ice Starburst lemon flavor drink. My sister brought me a bag of these today. She had gotten these. She ended up not liking them. So the cost to me was absolutely nothing. It was free. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hope it's inspired you to, come up with some decorations of your own for fall, to come up with a cheap lunch. Life can be wonderful. You don't have to spend a ton of money to have nice things. It's all in the way you frame your mind. It's in the way that you make use of the things that you have and of your resources that God gives you. But if you liked the video today, I would ask you if you would please give me a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not a member yet of the Classy Frugality family, look down in that corner. Hit that subscribe button. It means a whole lot to me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until I see you again, be blessed.